I'm going to show you how to set up your kiln for doing pattern bars. Now, if you're not familiar with pattern bars, what pattern bars are is they're fused glass that you kind of make this big kind of chunk of glass, and then we cut it up using like a tile saw into thin little pieces that then become design elements for your project, very similar to like what we have over here. So I'm going to show you the setup. Now, imagine this is inside your kiln, or actually often I'll set them up like this. There's a kiln shelf here, and it's easier sometimes to set it up on a table and then carry it into your kiln. What's on the very bottom is a piece of fiber paper so the glass doesn't stick. What I'm going to use as the walls of the pattern bar is, or sometimes we refer to them as dams, and they're made up of the same type of ceramic material that kiln shelves are made of. So I'm using a couple different types to show you that really anything kind of works. I'm actually in a few spots even using a kiln post as the dam for the walls. So what I've got again is kiln paper here on the bottom. I've already set up a couple of the walls here, and then you'll also notice I'm putting in thin strips of kiln paper because, again, we don't want the glass to stick to any of the ceramic material, so we need to cover it all with kiln paper. I'm using just a regular what's called thin fire, but you can use the thicker stuff if you like. Sometimes the thicker ones work a little bit better. So I've started with just a solid piece of glass on the bottom. I like to do that just because it makes it easier for me to get some of the glass in. So then what I'm going to do now is put up the other walls. So I've got another ceramic shelf here, and I'm going to take a piece of paper. I don't know how well you can see probably all this stuff being assembled. And again, I'm using just a kiln post here for this outside wall and setting it up. Again, making sure that the kiln paper is covering all four of the insides of the walls. And what we'll often have to do is use something a little heavier. This is called a kiln brick. It has a little more weight to it. And you can see I've got one here. And what happens is because the glass is a little bit thicker, it has a tendency when it wants to melt is to want to push the walls out. So we keep the bricks there to keep the walls from flipping out. Now, how you fill this is entirely up to you. As you can see in this one here, you know, we just laid a bunch of strips in here. So I've just got a bunch of strips cut, and then you would just come in and create your pattern. And again, this is, to me, the fun part of it, and the creative part is just however you want to do this, whether you cut strips and make designs, or you can just cut up little pieces and throw them in there, and then you want to just put that in your kiln and fuse it.